So it's going right through it. That's a good sign. Look at that, guys. That is perfect. Alright, what's up YouTube? Good morning. Cooper Fitness here. Getting ready to get my meal prep underway. I got all of my groceries here, but most importantly, I wanted to talk about the chicken breast today. I get asked this probably at least once a week on my Instagram. People are messaging me, how do you cook chicken so that it stays moist all week long, or forget about all week long. How do you cook it so that it stays moist when it comes out of the oven? Because I always end up messing it up. So I want to make a topic about this. We got about 10 pounds of chicken here. I'm going to show you, I've been doing this for a few years now, so I figured it out, because let me tell you, when you mess this up, you're in for a rough week of eating dried chicken, and then, it's just it's not appealing. You don't even want to eat it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Goal today, guys, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. Delicious. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We got about 10 pounds of chicken here. You're gonna need your olive oil. I use tin foil on baking sheets. This is very important. This is one of my favorite seasonings. Grill Mates garlic and herb. And then this is also very important. A probe thermometer. So this is everything you're gonna need. On top of that, I use 2 baking sheets, and let's not forget you need an oven. All right, so let's do it. All right, guys, so the first step is setting up your oven correctly. Now, if you have an oven with convection, so if you look back there, there's a fan. A lot of ovens have it, a lot of them don't. If you have it, you have to take advantage of that feature, and here's why. So I'm gonna put it on bake, if I can hit the button, bake convec. I'm gonna keep it low because the fan is gonna move the heat around, so you actually can cook your chicken at a lower temperature. That is key to keeping it moist. So we're gonna start. So I already had this preheating to make this go quicker. So what this is doing is we're gonna cook around 325. If you're cooking without convection, we can go to 340 or 350. So getting the oven set up, guys, is a critical piece. Making sure that you're at 325 for convection. I use the feature every single time I'm cooking. I actually think it's a big factor of how my chicken comes out so juicy and evenly cooked. If you're a regular oven, especially electric oven, let's keep it 340 to 350, no higher than that. And you want to make sure it's fully preheated before you put any of the chicken in. So the key with the convection is that fan is moving heat around. It's kind of, same concept as a ceiling fan when your HVAC's turned on. When your air conditioning's on, when your heat's on, the ceiling fan's gonna move that air around that would otherwise sit stagnant in corners of the room. It's doing the same thing in the oven. It's pulling the hot air through and circulating it over top of the chicken breast, so it's getting into all sides and bottom, top of the chicken. It's cooking it evenly. So crucial, big aspect of what makes my chicken successful, I feel, but I've cooked chicken without it. Many of the places where I do my meal prep, we don't actually have a convection oven, so I've still had the chicken come out great. You're just gonna have to turn it halfway through the cooking process and keep an eye on it a little bit more than you would with this. All right, so let's start prepping the chicken and seasoning it. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna get our tin foil, because nobody wants a messy cleanup. Now, next thing you're gonna do, olive oil. So we're gonna put that down pretty heavy. Again, we're using chicken breast here, guys. There's not a lot of fat. So, a little bit of olive oil here is gonna be critical to helping coat the chicken and keep the moisture in. Now we're gonna throw the seasoning on. Go-to seasoning of choice. No sugar, all right, but a ton of flavor. I use a whole container for all of this chicken. So we have all 10 pounds of chicken seasoned. Now it's time to throw it in the oven. So I just put them in the oven, allow enough space between, and close the door. And now, I usually will set it for about 25. And that's gonna give us enough time to let the chicken cook. It's probably not gonna be fully cooked within 25 minutes, but that's a perfect time to bring the chicken out, put it on the counter, and give it a test with our handy dandy probe thermometer here. One of the keys that I wanted to talk on real quick while the chicken's in the oven. So the reason we have a thermometer, and I actually don't have the best one is actually one with a steel cable that you can actually put into the oven. But what we're gonna do here, and this is critical to being successful with your chicken and making sure it stays moist. Chicken has to cook to 165, you saw it on all of the labels. However, if you cook your chicken till 165 in the oven, it's gonna come out and continue cooking over that, and you're gonna end up with dry chicken. So I target about 150 to 155 coming out of the oven, and then what's gonna happen is that's gonna continue to bake on the counter before you cut into it, and that's gonna get you to that 165 where you know it's safe to eat the chicken. And that's also gonna make sure that your juices stay inside the chicken breast. So the other thing is, don't cut your chicken open when you bring it out to check on it. We're gonna use the thermometer and trust it. So I highly recommend getting one of these. This was about 12 bucks. You can get the ones that actually go in the oven, you close the door on the cord, and then you keep the actual thermometer on the counter, and they're about 12 to 15 bucks on Amazon as well. So definitely get one of these. This is a big part of being successful in cooking your chicken. All right, our chicken is done, 25 minutes in. So we're gonna get this out here real quick. All right guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a few of these chicken breasts here. All right, so we see we're pretty much there. Like I said, we still got some pink in the center. So I'm gonna throw it back in just for like 2 to 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna let it rest on the counter for the rest of the way. All right, we are out of the oven. Wouldn't be a YouTube video without featuring Oliver. Come on, you can keep playing. He's a little camera shy. Alright. And we're gonna check our temperature. We're there, guys. 148. Boom. Right where we want to be. So let's let it rest a little bit. then we'll see what we're working with. So it's going right through it. That's a good sign. Look at that, guys. That is perfect. Look at it, watch this. Look at the juice coming out of there. That's exactly what we want. Still soft, but also firm, fully cooked through. We're not eating raw chicken here. And look at that moisture. It's beautiful. Excited. Can't wait to try this out. So this is gonna make for a really tasty meal prep the rest of the week. Wow. All right, guys, so everything's out and I'm gonna start cutting it up. The worst part of meal prep is actually cutting up these 10 pounds of chicken, but we're gonna do it while it's still warm, hot knife through butter. And that's how you cook the chicken and keep it moist. So if you guys like this video, can you please give me a thumbs up? It really helps. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be putting up more content related to nutrition. I'm gonna be starting supplement reviews soon, and I'm gonna be showing more instructional lifting videos as well. I'm trying to bring a range of content to you guys. Please comment on this video, let me know what you wanna see. Shoot me a direct message, follow my Instagram, check out my website, garretthoover.com. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.